Hey everyone, Nick Sakalis here. Looks like I'm doing a little bit of impromptu live stream, but I couldn't hold myself back from unveiling the fact that the Real Estate Plate radio show is coming back live. We just finalized our contracts at the 11th hour. Uh, Typically, I don't know how stuff is done. I'm not a big radio guy, not a big super celebrity that basically knows how to handle these specialized type of contracts as far as having a agent or anything like that. I had to do everything my own, and I had to learn everything basically as we were going. But we finalized everything, and we're back to our regular time slot of 6 to 7 every Monday night. It's going to be a really different type of uh, format that we're going to be taking. I mean, obviously, we're going to be doing the radio show. You're going to be hearing me talking, ranting, raving, doing all the normal things that we usually do, but we're going to be having a lot more guests coming in. Uh, because of this whole COVID experience that we've just went through, um, one of the things that actually was a benefit to us in this industry and myself personally was being able to figure out how to use a lot of the technology, going a lot more seamless on the streaming formats. We're going to be streaming live from YouTube, and we're also going to be streaming live from Facebook Live. I hope, I really hope that it's actually going to work out well. I'm going to do as many test runs as I can today to try to have a dual format going on, and you might see another stream late tonight as far as a test run on that. But I'm actually really excited about getting ourselves started. I mean, it's gonna be the typical kind of thing that I normally do. You're gonna get to hear me rant and rave about real estate the way I always do. Um, Opinions are never gonna be a thing that you're gonna be lacking of on my show because, as everybody knows, I always got opinions. But it's definitely going to be something very different. It's definitely going to be a format that it's going to try to engage the people a little bit more. And I truly miss being in a studio. I mean, you got me here, bland, generic kind of background, that kind of thing. Or sometimes you see me driving around doing my videos from the car as I'm doing tours or when I'm inspecting properties and that kind of thing, or from different sites, and that's cool. And I'll still be continuing to do certain type of videos like that, but it's nice to actually be in a physical studio with the right type of equipment and to be able to take phone calls and interact with the viewers, the subscribers, the people that have real estate questions. I like the fact that I've been able to talk to everybody through the comments and the comment chat board, but at the same time, it's always so much. It really is so much more interactive and engaging, and it gives me an opportunity to really express myself the way I really want to the audience. As you could see right now, I'm a little bit distracted because I'm looking both ways because I'm actually doing this from my phone right now as I'm trying to do something from my monitor because I'm doing a couple test runs right now. So if it gets a little bit weird as far as me looking the other way, it's not because I'm not trying to engage with my audience and looking you straight in the eye, um, but it's a situation where I need to test these things out, and why not do it while I'm live? If there's a colossal failure while this stream is going on, so be it. You get to see my issues with the technology as we're going, but I think we got some really great things coming up. Tomorrow is going to be the first day that we're going to be having the live radio show. It's going to be on WGBB 1240 AM, 95.9 FM. I'm going to put all the information down in the description below. As soon as I'm done, I'm probably going to set up a premiere for the first show to go on there, and I'll have the links to that premiere inside the description of this video itself. But you'll be able to definitely find out about that if you subscribe. So make sure you subscribe to the video, to the channel, and wouldn't hurt to like it if you do like it. If you don't like it, press on like. Um, Give me a comment of why you like it or don't like it, but that'll be great as well. But like I said, you don't have to um, uh, uh, be on the channel all the time to see when the videos are. If you press subscribe, you press that little ding ding button, you'll be able to actually be notified every time a video comes up, and whether you want to watch it at that moment or not. That's the magic and the wonders of YouTube, of being able to get playback. And I'm really excited. I mean, this is going to be a very different type of settings. I mean, you've seen the videos in the past that we've done from the studio. We've had so many technical issues. I'm hoping that we don't have the same, because I'm going to kill somebody, I don't know, for basically driving me crazy. But we're definitely going to implement everything we have available to us. And the other thing is that we're going to be, in addition to the actually weekly radio shows, we're going to start doing segments of video interviews with people throughout the nation, other people that are in our profession, other people that have some kind of notoriety in real estate, through Zoom formats or Microsoft Teams, depending on what the other person is willing to. We're going to record all that. We're going to put it out to the channel, and hopefully that will actually give some of the viewers out there another insight of what's happening in the world outside of New York. Because, you know, as much as I'm in New York, and you know, a lot of things revolves around New York, but it's not all about New York. There's stuff going on in California. There's stuff going on in Texas. There's stuff going on in Florida, Alabama. You name it. We're even gonna give a little bit of a international flair as well. Give you a little bit of insight of what's happening in other countries as far as the real estate world is concerned too. But the one thing that I do promise everybody that's watching this channel is that it's not going to be one of these situations. Just like I've always been straightforward with the audience, telling them exactly how it is, how I feel about real estate. And you know, I am passionate about real estate. This is truly my passion, and it's truly something that I've been fortunate of taking on as a profession, and I love it. And sometimes I may be too passionate about it and a little too biased about it, but I do love it more than anything else. And I like to put to share that passion with everybody that's watching. So it's never going to be a situation when you're watching one of my either shows, or when you're watching one of the little segments or clips that we put together for the Real Estate Plate YouTube channel, where you're going to feel like you're in a position where you're going to be buying something, or if either you're going to be forced in a position to buy a book or a seminar, or I'm giving you a hook of giving you little tidbits and a little bit of information just to get you to pull in to buy some kind of system. You're never going to have that situation. You know, the one thing I do promise everybody, you might not always agree with my opinions, and you might not agree with the advice that I might give out there, and that's okay, because it's not for everybody. But the one thing that is always going to be committed is that it is going to always be genuine, and you will always have a situation where you'll know that I'm not one of these fake gurus. I'm not one of these real estate gurus that are just hyping up things and trying to sell you things and telling you the glamour and the glitz. I'm going to give you the glamour. I'm going to give you the glitz. I'm going to give you the drama. I'm going to give you everything that's included with it, because you should have a well-rounded picture of what's going on with this real estate world right now. It's so important. It is one of those things that, thank you for everybody that's going on, by the way. Right now I see a few people have gone on here. um no chats. It's okay if you comment. If you don't want to comment, that's fine too. But as long as you're watching, that's great. I didn't expect many people to go on at this time anyway, because I did it impromptu. I didn't schedule it. I didn't give anybody advance notice that I'm doing this stream. And that's kind of like the way I do things a lot. I think of it, I want to do it that moment. And because we're doing these test runs on YouTube, just to make sure we have a good connection tomorrow when the first show hits. I started at an oddball time, like it's 1:27 on a Sunday. Pretty oddball time, but I get it. A lot of people might not be that around to be able to see it live. I'm sure you'll catch it on the playback. That's typically where most of the people that I have that are subscribers that watch, they will usually watch on playback, because I always do it at all obscure hours. So that's the one thing that you'll always know, that when you're watching my show, that you'll never know when one of our new clips is going to hit, because I go all random hours as far as where we're putting them on. It keeps you on your toes. But at the same time, if you get that little a little ding ding bell ringing, you'll be notified every time it comes up, and you'll never be able to miss it. Um, Tomorrow's show is going to be really, we're going to dive right into it, and we're basically going to talk about the conditions of today's market, not only in the world of New York real estate. We're also going to be talking about um, everything, the entire country, how it's been affected. We're not going to only be talking about the escape from New York. We're not the escape from the big cities. We're going to be talking about a lot of different factors that are affecting us today, and how we're going to be moving forward. Yeah, I might take out that crystal ball and give a couple of predictions, but to how it goes with these predictions, everybody has a prediction, and it doesn't mean anything until you're right. You could come out with 1,000 different predictions, and once you hit that right prediction, um, then you're the genius. But I usually do come out pretty good with my predictions. So you're gonna want to see what I'm predicting for this market, because I've got a little bit of different outlook and a different perception of where we're going right now. It's definitely not going to be um, what everybody's saying. I think that we have a lot of people uh, saying that the sky is falling. We have a lot of people saying that there's an imminent crash coming in 2001. 2021. I'm not necessarily sure and convinced that that's actually going to happen in the way everybody's happening, and that's why you're going to want to watch the show tomorrow, because you definitely wanting to get a different perspective of um, from what my expertise and my experience and what I'm seeing today uh, happening on the streets and town to town, of how I feel that this market's going to be going. This is not going to be something cookie cutter. It's not going to be economics 101, where people can just take out a book or take out a formula and say this is what's going to happen because of this or this. There's too many X factors going on with this market right now, and I'm going to make sure that we cover a lot of these X factors, at least the ones that I can see. I'm sure there's going to be angles, and there's going to be other items that other people can't see, that could see, that I haven't like thought of yet, and I'm sure eventually we'll start to incorporate all these things. But it's definitely it's definitely going to be an interesting show. It's definitely going to be a uh, new wave for the real estate plate going forward. Um, we're going to be starting again next Monday. There's going to be a pause for Columbus Day weekend going into the next week. So there's not going to be a live show that week. And then after that, you're going to have continuous weeks every week uninterrupted. up until the end of the year. And then the last Monday of the year is going to be probably a replay or something like that. And then we start off 2021 with a bang again. But that was one of the things we wanted to do. We wanted to have the show going continuous without any interruptions and with as minimal blackout dates as possible, because we want the audience and the subscribers that are watching us to actually um, have something that they could look forward to watching at that time slot every week. And we want it to be as current as possible. So that's the other thing that we're going to make a very big point of. If there's a story that morning that breaks, we're going to talk about it. You know, if there's a story half an hour before it breaks and we catch wind of it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about everything that's current in the news. And it's not just going to be 5 tips to how you could have a clean home or whatever, like, you know, a lot of people like to do. And we're going to be talking about topics that really hit home and are current, and try to stay away from being generic. And like I said, you're definitely going to be getting me as far as my outlooks. And thank you all up to now for not only watching the Real Estate Radio Show, but also supporting the channel, supporting our YouTube platform, our Facebook page, Instagram, all the different social media outputs that we have. I'm, really happy, and I feel really blessed that I'm in the position where I can give back to the community as far as giving some valuable information that would possibly help them make better decisions going forward when either selling real estate, buying real estate, or when they're a landlord. Don't get me started on the landlord thing, because everybody knows that that's something that has been a pet peeve of mine of the past few months, ever since a lot of things happened. And that's definitely an episode all in itself, as far as what we're going to be talking about, landlord tenant issues specifically in New York, and then encompass it by what's happening nationwide, because there's so many different things. There's some things that are really connected, but there's a lot of things that are going really bizarre and wrong in other areas in the country, other than New York. A lot of people already know a lot of the issues we have in New York with the landlord tenant. See, I already just got on the rant. I just got on a rant about that. I'm not gonna give you too much right now. I'm just going to let you know we're gonna be hitting that, and we're gonna be hitting that in a very in-depth type of situation. So I hope that you all, if you're watching this, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, at the very least, catch us when we're live or catch us on a replay on the shows. And if you're into real estate, you have any kind of interest in this profession, if you have any interest in this whole marketplace, and you really want to know just updates, news, insights, opinions, advice, tips, etc., I think you're going to appreciate the show. And again, I thank you all for supporting us, and for all the new people joining us. Thank you very much for joining us and subscribing. And I'm looking forward to this real estate journey continuing through the radio show. Thank you, and I'm hoping to hear a lot of you guys tomorrow. Hear from a lot of you guys tomorrow, or at least see you watching tomorrow as we're going live. So don't forget, tomorrow, 6 to 7 p.m., Monday on WGBB. If you want to catch it on the radio, it's at 12:40 a.m. And 95.9 FM here in Long Island. If not, we're going to have, if you can't catch it on the radio, if you're not local, you're going to be able to catch it through the WGBB live stream, which is in the description. And I'm going to put the Facebook live link and the YouTube live link in the description shortly. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Let me turn this thing off.